built lines in a planted tank. So I didn't maintain this tank. I didn't do any water changes. As a matter of fact, I haven't filled any new water inside it for almost over, you could say, uh, 2 months because I was busy. But anyhow, aside from the fact that there's algae here and there, you could really see these great looking salt lines that are sort of covering the tank. And these guys, although could would generally just sort of disappear when you apply a bit of water to this area. They sort of, I mean, they won't go away per se. They will still look a bit, but I mean, when you sort of fill water to that area, they're not as visible as they normally would be. Still, they sort of uh, make the glass not as transparent as it should be, and that sort of hinders your view of your tank and doesn't make it look that good. So it's always a good idea to do water changes regularly, and you don't let your water sort of get to the level where these lines start forming. Regular water changes, I mean, this is what happens when you don't do water changes. Aside from that, how do you remove it? Well, you just clean them. You scrape them off with a scraper blade, which I don't have with me right now. I have tried using a sponge. Let me show you. One sort of use the backside of a sponge to clean it off, and that sort of requires 10 times more effort. It does work a bit, depends on how old or how solid the lines are. But like for a tank that you haven't maintained one bit, I mean, they will come off, and when you will fill this tank with water, they won't be as visible. I mean, once the water dries, the lines would come back. Do keep that in mind. So the best solution is to fill your water to that level, and also, I mean, some people also apply duct tape on this area, like I have over here. That sort of, because not everyone fills water to the top, so that area which sort of gets visible, and you might see lines forming over there, the tape sort of covers it. That's one of the solutions to it. But like generally overall, the best uh, solution is to prevent them from happening at the first place. If they have happened, you clean this tank, you scrape it with an algae scraper, you scrub it really thoroughly. If you can't remove all the water and clean it, I mean, in the case of this dirty tank, I can't remove the substrate, so you just sort of try to do it with a lot of elbow grease, let's just say, and hopefully that will help. But yeah, don't try to get something as shit looking as this at the first place.